Hello, welcome again to our video. Welcome to our channel. It is good to have you. It is always amazing to have you as an audience. We are really excited this day to bring you this video. We are really excited to welcome you into our channel. And this channel, we told you, it's all about winning. It's all about bringing out the best in you. We are going to be bringing you the best content, deep content that it's going to leave you inspired. It's going to leave you all stirred up on the inside. It's going to leave you it's gonna be amazing. It is lovely to have you, and we want to jump right into our topic for today. And if you have watched our previous video, we were talking about how to win, generally life, how to win, and we really focused on the inner man, the inside man. And we say that the inner man is a determining factor of what you become. He's going to really determine if you're going to win, if you're going to become whatever you want to become. All right, so we say that for you to win, for you to be able to articulate whatever you want to do, the inner man has to be in check. He has to be in balance. He has to be stable. He has to attain a stable posture. All right, and we cannot attain this stable posture if first of all we are not aware that this inner man needs to heal from the inside. So it's gonna be a journey. It's gonna be really an amazing journey that I am in love with already, that I love the steps that we are making, and we are going to get there eventually. Together we will get there. So the inner man, our previous video, we talked about the inner man and how he ought to be very stable from the inside. So if you have not watched our previous video, I would urge you to watch it. I would also remind you to share, to like our video, to subscribe, to leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you would want us to add. Let us know what you would want us to talk about. Let us know everything that is on your mind. We are really excited and we are glad to have you, and your comment will mean so much to us. All right, and we will know what to do, what not to do, and together we are going to fashion everything, and we are going to turn out the best. So go back, watch the previous video, and then come back and then have a continuation of this one. Now, when we have found, or rather when the inner man has healed already, and we say that you're gonna be, the first thing to do is to be aware, and being aware of the deposit that is in you, what you're harboring on your inside, the treasure that is in you. And once you realize, once you're aware, we say that it is another thing to walk in consciousness of that thing that you have realized. Now that we have realized that, and we know whatever is on our inside, are we now going to go out there and to do it? Are we now going to make a bold move, a bold step, and step out there? That is exactly what we are going to be talking about today. And I will remind you, before we go any further, I would like to remind you that inside you there is a hero. Inside you there is a giant. So for today, we are going to be awakening that giant in you. We are going to be awakening that hero in you, yeah? Even if you're down, you're depressed, you down there, you're anxious, you don't want to move, you don't feel anything, you're down there, you feel like giving up, I have come to tell you that that's not the end. You're not going to give up. Do you know why? Because there's a hero inside you. And that is what we want to call out today. We want to call out the giant in you, because that giant is needed out there. All right? And once you realize that that hero is in you, that giant is in you, there's some few things that we are going to talk about, some few 3, 4, or 5 hindrances. These vices, they stop us or they block us from getting where we want to be. Do you want to know what is it? I'm also curious to know, because I wouldn't want to come into this world. I wouldn't want to be in this world and just live and live. I want to be something. I want this hero we are talking about, this giant we are talking about, I want her to be felt by the world, and the same case applies to you. So it's gonna be a nice journey. It's gonna be an exciting journey, and I want you to come with me. Every step counts, okay? And we are going to get there eventually. So in life, generally in life, you will find that You have realized your passion, you have realized your strength, you have realized what you want to be, you have realized your dream, you have realized, oh, I can do this. That is the first step, and it is amazing. It is also another thing to be able to implement what you have learned about yourself, what you have felt inside you, what is really dominating on your inside. That is what is gonna usher you into the world. And it is one thing to know, it is one thing to be aware of what is happening on your inside. It is one thing to be aware of all the world that is on your inside. It is one thing to realize that in me there's a lot of untapped possibilities, untapped potential. It is one thing to realize the reality that is locked up on the inside. And what is that reality? The reality is, in every person right now, in every person, there is that hero in you. There is that giant in you. And today, we want to awaken that giant. We want to awaken that hero in you, because we need you in your winning posture. We need you in your winning position. We need you in your overcoming posture. All right? So once you realize what you're capable of doing, your abilities, your strengths, you realize that I can do this, I can be this, I can, with no doubt, I have realized this is the route that I must follow for me to get to my destiny. When you're very certain of that, now the next thing is implementing that which you have learned about yourself, that which you have felt on your inside, that which you have realized is locked on your inside. But there's a very dangerous time when you don't step into articulating what you have learned about yourself, into when you don't step into manifesting what you have learned about yourself. And you're going to be talking about, I have three or four, 5 things that we're going to be talking about. And one of these things I want to talk about, and it is a hindrance to a lot of us. It has made us to remain behind, regardless of the fact that in us there are so many things, great things that are being cooked on the inside. Despite the fact that we are smart, we are intelligent, we are talented, we are gifted, all of that, we are anointed. Despite all of that, you realize that one of these things I'm going to be talking about will hinder us from becoming what our Maker, God, intended us to become. All right? So let us talk about procrastinating. Yeah, get that right. That's one of the things that we're going to be talking about. So procrastinating, this is putting something, saying, I will do this tomorrow, I will do this tomorrow, I will do this tomorrow, I'll do this tomorrow. And eventually you realize this tomorrow will never come. There's something I always say your tomorrow is today. Your tomorrow is today, because what you do today will affect your tomorrow. What I do right this minute will affect the next 20 minutes of my time. What I do right this minute will affect the next 1 hour of my life. All right? So that's the same thing with life. What we do right now in this season, what we do right now will affect what will happen maybe 20 or 30 years or 40 years to come. Okay? So we really need to be very, very careful. When I talk about procrastinating, this is the enemy number 1 to your progress. This is the hindrance number 1 to where you want to go. This is what is making most of us, I included maybe, because there is a lot of time you've had this great idea in you, you want to implement, you have thought of this, beautiful idea, but you tally in implementing it. Okay? And I will tell you one thing. I will tell you, in this world we are living in, God works in seasons. And it could be that at that time you have had that beautiful idea. It could be that is your season of manifesting. That is your season of becoming what God intended you to be. But Another part, you really need to play the part of stepping out there and implementing what you've felt on your inside, all right? Because if you don't implement it, if you postpone it, you say, I will do it tomorrow, I will do it after 1 hour, I'll do it after 2 days, I will do it after a month, you will realize that it could be something that was supposed to be launched into the world, something that was supposed to be felt by the world, something that was supposed to be touched by the world, okay? But the moment you postponed, it meant that season of you, of that thing happening, that season came and it passed. And it is so sad that some seasons in our lives, sometimes in our life, we don't get a do-over season. Once a season is gone, it's gone, okay? Because maybe it was supposed to be that time of you to manifest, but you postponed, but you procrastinated. So that is enemy number one. I have come to tell you, this video is all about winning. So I will tell you, if you think about something, it could be, in most cases I have realized, once I have thought about an idea and I don't implement it at that moment, I have come to realize that later I will meet with people or somebody who had the exact same idea, but the difference between him and I, the difference is he implemented, I did not implement. So I will continue to lag behind. He will continue to soldier ahead of me. Do you know why? Because it was that season of manifesting in the capacity of that idea. It was that season of manifesting in the parameters of that idea that you so thought that was so huge in you. So don't procrastinate, don't postpone. If you feel it is the right thing to do, this idea, I have to implement it. My dear, go out there, implement it. You have nothing to lose. You gain nothing, absolutely nothing to lose. But I tell you what, if you don't implement, if you postpone, if you procrastinate, you have everything to lose. So step out there, just do it. Start wherever you're going to start from, just start. Make sure you start. Make sure you start. Don't lag behind, okay? That is enemy number one. The number two thing that I want us to talk about, or I want to share with you, there are so many, but I've just put them I have summarized them. I have brought you a summary. So, number two, or the next thing I want to talk about, the next enemy, it is fear. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This one, it is like the hugest or the biggest. It is like the mother of all. Fear. This is like the mother of all. Now, in life, I will tell you the prison number one. Being in prison is not being like in cuffs and being locked somewhere, in the maximum facility. No, that is not the prison I'm talking about. In life, the biggest prison you can be in is the prison of fear. Prison of fear. You fear what will people say? What will people think? What if I fail? Some people, even before they start, they are contemplating failure. Even before they begin, they have already contemplated failure. So from where I stand, you have a lot of fear of the known and the unknown. You are like, now what will people say? What will people think when they see me doing this, when they see me saying this? As long as you're doing the right thing, honey, go on and do it. Okay? Get out of that prison called fear. Get out of that prison called what will people say. Get out of that prison. Remember, if you don't do it, they are gonna say, okay? And if you're gonna do that thing, you do it in the right way and you succeed, they will be praising you at the top. So whether you do it, whether you don't do it, they will still say, they will still talk. So if at all it is the right thing you're doing, and it is something you have felt in you that this thing was meant to take me to my destiny, I will tell you, get out of that prison called fear. Get out of the way. Get out of the way and do it. All right? Implement whatever you feel inside of you. Fear is the greatest prison one can live in. Once you are able to overcome fear, there is nowhere you cannot go. You will be like an eagle. You will fly, you will go, and you will do exploits and amazing things. All right. Now, in that fear, it is where I will also talk about lack of confidence. Lack of confidence. Lack of confidence. That is another enemy. And lack of confidence can be brought about by our physical look, maybe our inner look. Yeah, there's the inner look and the outside look. You know, this one you're seeing, this is the physical look. This is me, or the physical me, okay? But there's still the inner me, the inside me. There's still the inside me. So how the posture of my inside will be seen on my physical, will be reflected by my physical, okay? And if on the inside I don't have confidence, if on the inside I'm living in shackles of low self-esteem, sadly, that is another vice that is making most of us to be lagging behind, despite being so much talented, so much gifted, so much greatness. But we have said that today we are going to awaken that giant in you. We are going to call out that hero in you. All right, because at the end of the day, we wanna win. Okay, so self-esteem issues, that is what makes us to not to have confidence in ourselves. Even when somebody tells you, maybe somebody realizes, because when we are out here, when you are relating with people, I will tell you that people will notice something in you, and they will be telling you like, wow, you can sing, wow, you are a good speaker, wow, you can do this and this. But at the back of my mind, you're like, how? Me? You look at yourself and you wonder how. You even look at that you look at that thing or that part they are seeing that can do that, and you cannot find it. You cannot see it. You know why? Because they are seeing inside you. They are seeing beyond you. They are seeing inside you. They are seeing beyond you. And right there inside you, they are seeing a lot of greatness. They are seeing a lot of exploits. But how you see yourself will still make you not to become what God intended you to become. So, key number one, we are going to deal with our esteem issues. All right, how you look. Even if you're not perfect in your looking, in your physical form, even if you're not perfect, even in your talking, some of us, we cannot even finish a sentence. Go out there. If you're going to talk about something, and you the talent, the thing in you is about talking, even if you cannot finish a sentence because of stammering, go out there, stammer it out, let it come out, because that is how you are. You have to have confidence in your original form. All right, you have to be your own cheerleader. You have to be your number one fan. You have to realize, I can do this, and you have to believe in yourself first of all before we believe in you. All right, before the world believes in you, you have to believe in yourself. You have to say, I can do this, and you have to start doing it. However, just start doing it. So we have agreed, no more fear. Get out of that prison. Get out of those shackles called esteem issues. Look at yourself in the mirror. Admire yourself. Speak positive about yourself. And also remember that you are made in the image and likeness of God. And that is all where the perfection lies. Okay? And I will tell you that it is not a matter of being perfect for you to become something in life. It is not a matter of perfection. It is a matter of believing in yourself. Believing in yourself. Having confidence. Also, God made you in his own image and likeness. If he says he has made you in his own image and likeness, that has to be your reality. You have to make sure yourself, your inner self, your conscious, everything about you has stepped into the reality of the image of God. Now you have to start seeing yourself in the image and likeness of God. And when you do that, you will start talking like God. You will even start doing things like God. This is amazing. I love it. So, fear, get out of that prison. Go out there. Do whatever needs to be done. It is that time to manifest. esteem issues, deal with it. Heal from wherever you need to heal. Accept that you need some healing and take the first step towards healing. But make sure you do heal. Make sure you cheer yourself up. Make sure you realize that despite anything that is happening, despite all these turbulences, high and lows of life, make sure that you are into the reality of that there is a hero lying on your inside. There is a giant on your inside, and that giant wants to come out, wants to be felt, wants to be heard, and wants to be touched by the world. Okay, so those are some of the 3 vices I wanted to talk about. There are so many. There's like a handful of them, and we cannot finish all of them today, but that's just about it. That's just a summary of it. But before I end this video, I want to talk about another one, the majestic of all. It is called copy pasting. Copy pasting. We are like almost 8 billion people, 7.9 billion people, and all those 7.9 billion people, none resembles the other. Even if you encounter twins, you will always realize there's something different about the 2 of them, or the 3 of them, or the 4 of them. Even siblings, they are all different. Okay, everybody has his own strength, his own weakness, we are like that. We are wired differently. That is the unique thing about God's creation. That is the uniqueness that mesmerizes me. That is the uniqueness that catches my attention, that everybody came into this world in his or her own original form. So why else do you want to copy paste? Why else do you want to be a photocopy of something else, or a photocopy of somebody else? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That is doing yourself a lot of injustice. Be yourself. Be in your original form. Be in your original state. And I will tell you that there's a lot of things that have not yet been seen by the world. There's a lot of exploits that has not been felt by the world. And do you know why? Because when I see my friend doing something and excelling in that something, I want to be like her. I want to excel in her. Instead of me finding my original area of existence. All right? Find your original area of existence. Be your original form. Be in the original state that God made you to become, okay? And when you become the original form of yourself, now you will have original ideas. You will come up with something very simple, but the fact that it will be original, it will overcome, and it will get you where you want to be. All right, so let us so much focus on originality. Let us stop being we have become a monkey see monkey do society, and this is also making us to lag behind. This is also making us not to get to our destiny, because whatever you have seen your friend or your associate doing and excelling in it, now you want to come and try it. Honey, let me tell you, it will frustrate you, because you don't know what price that person paid to be able to be shining like the way you're seeing them shining. Okay, because I believe behind every glory there's always a story. So why can't you make your own story? Yeah, it is possible. Just make your own story. Be original. Be in your original state. Be in your original form, and you will see how much you can do when you become your original self. Okay, so no more copy pasting, no more trying to be like so and so. It is good to have role models in life. It is good to have mentors in life. It is very, very good to have mentors in life. But make sure, even if you're following certain people, certain group of people, make sure you're following them in your original form. Okay, don't try to be that somebody else. Don't try to laugh like somebody. Don't try to to cry like somebody. Don't try. No. Just all that copy pasting, all that, we are going to do away with it, and we are going to stay in our original form. So I'm so excited to be bringing you this video, and I'm sure it is gonna leave you a changed person, an inspired person, and all that. So finally, lack of discipline, among other things, lack of discipline. So when you want to become somebody now, you have to be disciplined. You have to get out of the routine that, you know, the normal routine. Now you have to adapt to the change that is required for you to become whatever God intends you to become. You have to be disciplined in this new change, in this new season. You have to be disciplined. You have to really be disciplined. If you want to be something strange or peculiar in the world, in life, you have to be disciplined. And I won't forget about prayers. Oh my, prayers. Don't make sure you're a prayerful person. Make sure you connect with your maker. Make sure you listen to what God is telling you. Make sure you are guided of the Holy Spirit, and we are always guided at the place of prayer. If you're not a prayer person, you cannot be able to articulate exactly where God wants you to go. Okay, so clarity of our dreams, clarity of our purpose, clarity of our life, of where we are intended to go. That clarity is gained in the place of prayer. That is where you talk with your Heavenly Father. That is where you talk with your Maker. That is where you talk with the one who has blueprints, your original blueprints. I don't have your original blueprints. Okay, so there's one that made you in his own image and likeness. That is God. He's the one who holds the blueprints of you and your life. So make sure you stay in touch, you stay connected. Yeah, okay, make sure you stay connected at the place of prayer, and you will gain a lot of clarity on where you need to become. So once again, thank you so much. We are really excited to be bringing you this video, and I will remind you to like, to subscribe. This will help you in knowing the next minute we upload a new video. Also share, help us to spread this positive vibe, help us to harness this world back, help us to curb so many vices we are seeing, depression and all that. Help us to bring out the giant in you. Help us to call out the hero in you. And when you do that, it's gonna be amazing, and it's gonna be exciting altogether. And we can't wait to see you next time when you're going to do another video. So subscribe, stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.